Right, welcome today, guys. We're going to talk through the squat. It's definitely one of my favorite exercises. Joe feels exactly the same way. We prescribe it to all of our clients. Great assessment tool as well to kind of just assess movement patterns. But today we're going to talk through how to set up correctly, kind of some common faults that we see with the squat and how we can correct that, some different setups to progress and regress the squat if you've got any injuries or niggles or looking to challenge yourselves a little bit harder. So we're going to set up with my lovely model over here, Joe. We're going to set up feet shoulder width apart, chest up nice and tall. And we're actually going to start, what I like to do with clients is just get them to hold their arms out straight. All that's going to just do is help with our center of mass, just so we can keep our chest a little bit upright, but we will get into that. From there, all I'm going to ask Joe to do is just bend his knees. Imagine there's a chair behind him and just sit down to just where feels comfortable for now. And then from there, just standing back up, pushing through the floor. Perfect. Joe, if you could just repeat that just a few more times for me, just so we can have a look. Lovely. And back. Good. As you can see, guys, his chest is slightly coming forward, but not coming so far forward that we're kind of losing our posture completely. It's quite a common misconception. Everyone thinks with a squat that they should stay vertical with the spine. It's almost impossible to do unless you've got a hip set up correct for that and really, really deep hip flexors. Pretty much all of us are going to have a slight spinal tip. Joe, if you just a few more there for me, that would be great. Perfect. And as you can see, guys, Joe, I'm just get you to do that facing the camera again for me. If we just have a look at his knees here, guys. See how his knees are just tracking almost in line and slightly outside of his foot here? It's one thing we want to look at. We want to make sure that we're not getting what we call knee valgus. Joe, if you could just demonstrate that for me, exactly that. So just the knees caving in. What we want to make sure, guys, is we're tracking the knee over the toe, exactly the same as we're lunging, jumping. So as we do progress onto those harder movements, it's in play, and that's how we're going to develop a lot more force. Joe, if I could just get you to demonstrate now, just a slightly deeper squat, okay? Just go a little bit lower for me, okay? Perfect, nice. So we're almost getting to 90 degrees here, guys. We're getting his hips and his knees right in line, which is a lovely deep squat. I actually think if I asked Joe, he could probably get a little bit lower. Perfect. Joe's obviously got great ankle mobility, hip mobility, great glute mobility as well. So he is able to do that and still keep really nice posture. Joe, if I could just get you to squat deeper, but now can you demonstrate someone just tucking the pelvis under a little bit and we're just getting a little bit of a butt wink, quite an aggressive butt wink. Perfect. So as you can see, guys, just go back down for me there, Joe. As you can see now, we're really losing that posture here. And come up. So if Joe was one of my clients, all I would say is work through the range of motion where we're keeping that posture. So go to there and then we just come up. That would be one exercise that we would just work through to increase that range. Alternatively, what we could do, and what I do love to do with clients, is bringing in something like a wedge. You can use plates at the gym. A lot of people have loud lifting shoes that just put you onto your toes slightly. Joe, if I could just get you to set up with your heels on there for me. Automatically now, if I say, Joe, squat as low as you can, see how his chest is staying much more upright and now his hips are so much lower than his knees. So it's not a cheat, it's just a great way to kind of unlock that motion. Perfect, Joe, lovely. Alternatively, what we would do, set him up onto a box, find a height that you know your posture's still staying correct, just get him to sit down and come back up. I won't want him to put his weight too on it, just literally tap the box and then drive back up. Just so we get used to that kind of range of motion. And then we can start what we can do with either benches or plates is just get it lower and lower and lower and lower.